Hi everyone, how's it going? So today we're going to be planting tulips. So we plant tulips in the fall or early winter for spring blooms. And I'm so excited because I just got my delivery from Color Blends, and my tulip bulb mix is called the Margarita Blend. So if you go to the Color Blends website, you can see a picture of it. I'll put one up here also as well. Go to the website, you'll see all of the different offers they have for tulips, and also you can read about how to plant your tulips, how they grow, what you need, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I have all of our gear ready to go, so I'll just show you what we need to plant. For starters, we're going to need to make a hole. So in an effort to make this go by as fast as possible, most efficient, we have our handy auger here. It's very simple, not a lot of steps. Also, we're going to need to feed the bulb, so bulb tone, essential. We put those in a hole. And then of course, our tulip bulb. So now, as you can see, the tulip bulb has a pointy end and a flat end. And you just want to put the flat end straight down with the pointy tip pointing upward, and that will be the origin of where the flower is going to bloom from this pointy end. So you want to be sure that before you cover them with the dirt, they're planted correctly. I mean, if they fall to the side, it's not a huge deal because they will find their way up, but to give them the best chance possible, make sure they're standing straight up. Now, depending on the bulb you have, the bulb size, you can plant them 3 inches deep, 4 inches deep, but these particular bulbs require 5 inches deep planting, and I'll show you more of that when we're outside. Color Blends will then send you also a planting care and instruction sort of manual, so you can look into that. And again, the bulbs we're going to be planting today is called Pink Margarita, and also they put instructions on how deep to plant the bulbs right on the tag that comes with the bag. So for these particular bulbs, 5 inches deep. And yeah, let's just get into it. Just a few other notes here I didn't want to forget. When you're planting your bulbs, make sure that your soil is still workable. You don't want to plant in frozen soil. So it doesn't have to be so fluffy, but you want to make sure that the bulb has a chance to get its roots down and grow without any obstruction. So check that your soil is workable. Also, you want to make sure that when you plant your bulbs, you're planting them in an area that will get at least 6 hours of sunlight, because that's going to give them a really good chance. You know how you sometimes see tulip bulbs, they're really tall and the bloom is like so big and beautiful. They're getting a lot of nutrients from the sun versus the ones I did last year didn't get a lot of sun and they were like so short, but you know, whatever, you live and you learn, right? And then yeah, after we finish planting, we're just going to water them in, and you don't really need to water them until you start seeing some growth, because they don't like to be waterlogged and like sitting in water, because they can rot, right? And we don't want that to happen. So let's go get to it. Okay, everyone, we have our holes and they're dug about 5 inches deep. So the next step we want to do is add our bulb tone to the hose. And then we're going to put in our bulbs. Again, pointy side up. And you just want to cover it over with the soil. And we're going to do that step about 200 more times. Here we go. Okay, everyone, we've done it. We dug, oh gosh, I don't know how many holes, at least 150 holes. We put the bulb tone in each hole, and then backfilled it. And after we're done with that, we're going to water it in and fill it up with mulch, because the tag says to go about 5 inches deep, and in some cases I didn't get as far as 5 inches, maybe 3 to 4 inches. We got a lot of rain here in New York, 7B, the past few days, so the soil is a little harder than I anticipated, but that's okay, because with the mulch you can fill it up roughly with 2 inches of mulch, and that'll give you your 5 inches of deep cover that your bulbs need. And since I have a few left, I'm going to pot up the rest in my front door container. And when you're planting them in a container, you can put them super close versus if you're in the landscape, right? So in the container, I'm just going to continue around. I fluffed up the soil, put in the bulb tone here, and then I'll just continue with the bulbs. Okay, everyone, so we're done. We finally planted the 200 bulbs. We dug the holes, we put in our bulb tone, we covered the bulbs with soil, and then covered it with mulch. Take two. And then topped it with mulch. And not only does that help to protect the bulbs, but it also helps to protect the bulbs. Oh, hello geese. It helps to protect the bulbs from critters like squirrels. And I don't know about you, but I have the worst squirrel population I think ever. So anyway, I think we're good to go. We watered them in, and now we just sit and wait and try to be patient until spring. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all join me in the next one. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.